Okay? Rough in some parts, very clean in others. And so that the rehearsals we got beyond that and on Sunday will be about just clarifying things. But please also take responsibility for yourself. You're not puppets. You're intelligent, creative human beings. Whether you think you are or not, I'm telling you, you are. That is the evidence that we have from out here. Regardless of what you think of yourself, I think you're intelligent, creative human beings. It's very important that you behave like that. You are, most of the time. But sometimes there's a moment when you're doing something and you go, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can see the script inside your head, and then you go, instead of going, okay, I understand the context, I'm going to try something. I'm either going to try standing still and giving them a picture, or I'm going to try turning to my colleague human being and going, do you know what? Do you know what I mean? This piece will go in, you will all know what you're doing, but relatively, because of the amount of time we've had and the scale that we're trying to work at, it will be relatively under-rehearsed.
And here, sexual reproduction.
Electric guitar. An explosion in evolution. A greater rate of mutation. We are all the results of little mistakes.
All the results of little mistakes. We are all the results of little mistakes.
Bodies!
We are all the results of little mistakes. We are all the results of sexual
This is us, singing our geological opera, Earth Echoes. 4.54 billion years of geological history in 45 minutes of music and movement. Quite the story. A story about us, but also you. And here in the English Riviera UNESCO Global Geopark, we've been reimagining this tale, following the arrow of time on barely imaginable scales, finding music in Earth's geology, singing her aeons, epochs and auguries. It's a story of the rock and how it connects us all. The English Riviera UNESCO Global Geopark is quite unique in its use of performing arts to engage local people and visitors with its geology. In 2014, artists living and working in the Geopark began the process which led to Earth Echoes and collaborated with a group of young composers, singers and musicians on a prototype geological opera. Not long after this, we travelled with 3 of those young people to Stonehammer Global Geopark in St John, Canada. There, at the 6th International Conference on UNESCO Global Geoparks, we met local people, explored geological connections, and we asked delegates from all over the world to tell us about the stories, sights and sounds of their own geoparks. On the closing night of the event, it was announced that the 7th International Conference on UNESCO Global Geoparks would be coming to our town next. In September 2016, attended by 700 international delegates from 33 countries, the 7th International Conference on UNESCO Global Geoparks was opened by an incredible community-led performance, Earth Echoes. What follows records the Earth Echoes journey of discovery, a across the spring and summer of 2016, and for a slither of time, this was how our world looked and sounded.
Geomon, Wales, and Stonehammer, Canada, originally together until the breakup of Rodinia. Now separated by the Atlantic Ocean. The rock connects us.
Magoon, Morocco, and Maestrazgo, Spain, formed next to each other during the Jurassic, then drifted apart with the formation of the Mediterranean Sea. The rock connects us.
Odsherod, Denmark, and Tumbler Ridge, Canada, both shaped by the same sculpting forces of glaciation. The rock connects us.
Lanzarote, Spain, Volcan Eiffel, Germany, and Onsen, Japan, all related through recent volcanic activity. The rock connects us.
Naturejo, Portugal, and Yuntaishan, China, connected through their fossils and tracks and evidence of trilobites. The rock connects us.
Siluritis, Greece, and Harz, Germany, both with evidence of two of the major extinctions so far seen on this Earth. The end Devonian and the end Permian extinction. The rock connects us.
It's not just a show and doing a performance, that's the result of a process, and the process is about creativity and taking responsibility for your voice and speaking to other people about what's important and through the arts. So that's kind of what we've been debating and talking about to close, and trying to remind people that what their job is kind of as human beings, to be ambassadors for this kind of work, to take the message out so that the arts are kept in the centre of things rather than kept as luxuries on the outside. I was terrified, but they delivered a really beautiful show, and it was the show was a result of a really truthful and honest process that was full of integrity, and everybody involved in that is part of that kind of integrity umbrella, and that's why I'm so proud of what they've delivered. So that's it. Thanks.